Hi there, this is 8-bit joystick, and on Tuesday is going to be my 1 year anniversary of running this channel. So I thought I would do a special video, a little bit of behind the screen, behind the green screen, or in front of the green screen, I should say, and just basically say I'm very pleased with this channel, and I want to personally thank absolutely everybody who's ever watched a video or subscribed to this channel. So I started this video a little over a year ago, or well, on Tuesday will be 1 year to the day of the first video that I track. So I have 1,851 subscribers, and if I could, I would personally thank every single one of you. Thank you very, very, very much. So looking at my channel statistics, there is, I got in the past year 90,000 views, 5,000 watch hours, a little over 1,500 subscribers, like I said, and I made a total of $45, which is great because the first year was spent working very hard trying to reach the monetization threshold, of which you have to have over 1,000 subscribers and a 4,000 watch hours, and that was actually pretty hard to get. So a lot of my videos kept getting longer and longer and longer, and now that I'm over that threshold, I can finally make the videos that I want. So my most popular video is my review of the retro USB AVS, then my review of the 8-bit toe mechanical keyboard, which I thought was just like a quick little video, ends up as my #2 most popular video. Then why these Sega Genesis Mega Drive games were popular or better in Japan. That was actually one of my first big surprise videos, and I definitely should follow up on that. Also, I did a thing on the Analog Duo versus the Terra Onion Super SD System Pro. And then again, another review article on the retro Xbox 360 games to get before they are gone. And so basically looking at my, I did a spreadsheet of here's the videos, and sort of, you know, I have hardware videos, better in Japan, editorial discussion, essential games, retro. These are the ones that I think are working. Retro game list videos that are not essential, and ones that I'm not sure if they're working. Single game reviews, game hunting videos, and PGRE. Actually, I would say PGRE are working. And the kind of ones that are not working for this channel: repair videos, play and talks, unboxing videos, holiday trips that are not PGRE. And holiday videos. And so looking at my most popular videos, definitely the blue is the hardware one. I would also consider this a hardware one. And then these Japan focused ones tend to be more popular, and essential gaming ones. But there are, you know, some videos that I personally like, and I'm, you know, now that I'm over that threshold, I get to make videos I want. So here is my list of YouTube video ideas. I have a list of some starts of simple ones and like ideas on, and then I will take an idea and write a script. So I'll start in Google Docs. I have a template that I made. Well, I usually have like a title, a hook, which is the first couple things that it says, a montage, my introduction, call to action, and then the individual games. And so I will read these either. I used to start by writing word by word, and I spent a lot of time writing. And towards some of my later videos, I started doing writing the intros and the outros, and then putting bullet points. And I think the bullet points have gone pretty well. So I would plug this into a screen reader program or a teleprompter program, and I would record it talking to the camera or looking slightly over the camera. So the camera right there, and I'd put the window like right about there. So people can tell if you're not looking directly in the camera, but if you're looking slightly above the camera, then they, I hope it works. But so after writing a script, I would go and assemble the graphics. And let's see, Alt Tab. One program I would use a lot for the graphics is called Pixelmator Pro. I'm a Macintosh aficionado. I've been using Mac since 1984. And it is a very powerful but very affordable alternative to Photoshop. I believe it was around $60. And it does like 95% of what I want it to do. I use everything for thumbnails and getting a so I'll go and the thumbnail is very important because you can do a great video, but unless you're convinced, you need to convince people to haven't watched the video to watch it, and that's what you're doing in the thumbnail. Also, I'll go and get videos, and I like to sort of cut out the graphics and get it ready for assembly. So that is Pixelmator Pro. Then I use, and I'm currently using OBS to open, I'm using a program called OBS to record this right now. When I started, I used a non-Elgato capture device, and the quality was garbage, and I returned it. And I went and got an Elgato capture device, and I take it into OBS, and so I line up my sources. This is sort of me doing the live stream. Sometimes, so even though a lot of people can use emulators on a computer, I'll use emulators on like a RetroPie and connect it right into my HDMI capture device. I also have some adapters to take like my Sega Saturn or Sega Dreamcast and hook it right up. And sometimes I recently got my Analog Pocket, and boy, this sucker is great for capturing HDMI or footage, and it outputs pretty decent HDMI. So the other cool thing about OBS is that you could do multiple audio sources and record and live stream, and I would pay for it, but it's free and open source. And then the other program that I would use is, and I did pay for this, Final Cut Pro. So being a Mac user, I started with iMovie, and there's no shame in iMovie. iMovie is powerful. It is easy to use, but you get to the point where you can only have one title on screen at one time, and iMovie is, you know, a beginning level free program. But then Apple had Final Cut Pro. They had a 90-day subscription, and boy, I downloaded that 90-day subscription, taught myself the basics, and I will never go back. Also, it's $300, but once you buy it, you can have it forever. So I got my last Mac I owned for almost like 9 years. So this is absolutely worth it. So Final Cut, I record my videos in OBS and then take it in here, the narration. So here's my introduction. Let me zoom in. So you got my introduction here, and I like to put in some what I call B-roll of some graphics and cut away for some games, and my introduction montage. Got that there, and I purchased some plug-in kits that I use. There is MTuber and MTuber 3 that they actually had, and M Channel 8-bit. And they had some pre-made transitions and templates, but I didn't like doing them directly, so I made a template file with a lot of the same graphics and text and transitions that I started with and tweaked. And so when I go to like stay awesome, play retro, I don't have to do that from scratch. And and that greatly, or the little my little animated ones of, you know. So I'll start with Pac-Man. Boom, click on
8-bit joystick.
And a little thing with a little voice clip that I got.
All right.
So, I usually will write a video. You know, I got a couple in the works, and then I will always try to get the graphics together and all the recording and the script done, and I'll record that before Thursday. Thursday is usually my edit day, but if I'm busy, I don't quite get it done in time, and then I put it on Friday. And then, so I want to have it done before it uploads, and Saturday morning. And the reason is why I do Saturday morning is going to my audience. So my audience, which is you, by the way, this is when they're typically on. One of my big inspirations is Retro Bird, and he publishes his videos around 7 o'clock on Friday. But when I'm publishing so like, you know, I work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday for my real job. And I'd love to have them done before noon on Friday, but I usually need that time to edit my video. So that's why I publish at 9 a.m. And then so I have time on Saturday and then a little time on Sunday. And these used to be more time on the weekends, but it looks like more people are watching on the weeknights after, like, a lot of people, it looks like my viewers are watching at work. So here's what some other videos that they're watching, other channels. And again, 86% of my viewers are not subscribed, so you better subscribe. And wow, 3.5% are female. So ladies, glad to have you. Most of my viewers right here are between the ages of 34 and 64, or 54. So this is what I call your 8-bit era, your 16-bit era, and your PlayStation era, your 32-bit era. So most of my viewers are between the ages of 25 and 54. So I'm not getting any under 18 or 18 to 25. All of the, you know, I am not. So you got your, God, I don't even know what the kids play these days. Your Fortnites and your, I don't know, your Minecrafts, and then your, but yeah. So then what I'd like to do is watch some of my old videos and talk about them. So here is my, so I started this video channel before, I actually went to use in school and use that for presentations, and pretty much took them all down. And then on the PlayStation 4, you could like make video clips and upload them. And had some clips, and that was, people actually watched them, and people actually subscribed for me to, like, you know, post strange rare videos. So then I started actually, so I really like the Legend of Zelda Game & Watch. So I watched that, and that's one of my oldest videos that is still up there. And then I'm going to go in my City Connection for NES and Famicom. That's actually the first real scripted video that I did. And then I saw, or before that, I saw these people doing Sendico unboxing videos about these import stuff that they got from Japan, and I was in the process of buying stuff from Japan, so I did unboxing videos. And I personally liked it, and I used my laptop, and the quality was potato. And but the experience of making the City Connection on NES, this is the one that I am celebrating for my 1-year anniversary. So, but first, Legend of Zelda on my Game & Watch. So this is literally me finishing the main quest of Legend of Zelda, which I can respect, because finishing the Legend of Zelda was a very momentous occasion for me as a kid. So here I am doing my video, and I'm showing my cat, and he's unimpressed. Then I present the Triforce. Yeah, gotta knock that down. Finish it, and I believe he responds by biting it. By the way, he's right there. His name is this guy, or Guy, and he is tons of fun. So I don't actually put my cat in my video, but I sort of do. I sort of put him in by choice. Yeah, there he is. He is a force of nature. So,
City Connection was originally an arcade game made by Jalico, and the Famicom version
so I got both
was converted by
NES
Tosei.
and...
First of all, I just want to show you just what
that is a darn good looking cartridge. That's why I like collecting Famicom cartridges.
It has the screenshots on the back, bright yellow, colorful. It is everything that the bland gray NES cartridges are not.
I also need to wipe off the cat hair.
Originally, City Connection was an arcade game made by Jalico, and it came out in 1985.
So this is the janky capture card.
Made the Famicom
that's
port
actually
also in 1985, later on the same year. The American version came to the West on the NES in May of 1988. City Connection was recently re-released for the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4 in Arcade Archive City Connection. It's really quite awesome to see the original.
The game audio sounds like garbage because the capture card is garbage.
Was based on.
But I was able to edit this in iMovie.
It is a platform game where the player plays a
little
car that can never be stopped. It moves along at mostly the same speed, although the player you can change the direction of the car, making it move slightly faster. It can do a 180 handbrake turn.
Jeremy Parrish is
a normal jump or a high jump. And the object of the game is to drive through a series of cities and paint every part of the road as proof that you went through the city. And the goal is to drive all over the road while avoiding cops and cats. It is
cops and cats. You hear that? But my cat is like staying off camera. I'd show
play the main character for the original Famicom version.
I love the art on here.
And the arcade version is Clarice, blue-haired,
you hear the Latins, Clarice?
Anime-inspired lady in a Honda City hatchback, which is where the term City Connection comes from, because you're driving a Honda City car.
Shitty car.
Clarice is being pursued around these various cities by the police for some unknown reason.
My microphone skills a little earlier.
Stop them by throwing oil cans at them. These are oil cans that are lining around the road, which she throws forward. The cops spin around, and then you can hit them and knock them out of the way. The police themselves don't necessarily represent much of a threat because oil cans are present all over the place. And if you stay on the same area for too long,
by the way, he's 20 pounds. He's a big, very large cat.
But the real enemy of the game are cats. These orange cats that show up all around that will instantly pop up in front of you. So the car, the car is in the middle of the screen, and the cats will just pop up randomly. And
so it's trying to do
really
like gameplay footage and record and talk over it. And still working on scripts.
Right where you want to go and where you need to go in order to do it. And it is, they play a Japanese song called Neko Funjata. I Stepped on a Cat is a traditional Japanese song that plays.
I should have re-recorded it so I messed it up.
When you hit a cat, you instantly die. It's unknown that how they precisely kill you, or if you die due to your, being
shame. Shame you're mortified, and that's the reason why you died.
It is a hard game. This is a difficult arcade.
You know what? I want to play this game now.
And no matter what, you always seem to hit the cats, and get taken out. The city can, and there's no extra lives. There's no continues. You have 3 lives, you play, and then when you try and get as far as you can, and that's it. And if you die in a level, or if you get
oh, my hand's cut off.
Precisely, take out the life of a cat. You can continue on that, until you run out of life. So you don't lose your progress painting.
I thought about doing my videos like this,
but
where I actually have
there's
me
no
on
way
there.
to continue. And
Am I?
The arcade had a
What do you think
ton,
about
12
seeing my
different
ugly mug
locations
superimposed over
all
my
around
video?
the world. Each had different
Or
music
gameplay
and
frames.
really colorful backgrounds. However, I think the Famicom/NES version had less stages, but I can't really verify this because I've never been able to get through the 3rd stage.
Yeah, this game is
So
tough.
when this game was localized in the U.S., they took out Clarice, but changed
Which
it
is dumb.
to a
Clarice was
blonde,
awesome.
A generic blonde dude.
Blonde
who
dude who
smoked
smokes.
After
So
every
apparently
level.
yeah.
I mean, the 1980s was a really weird time that, God forbid your character was a girl, but smoking, playing as a smoking guy was okay.
Smoking dude, because he's like cool. I guess he's better than
Clarice
Clarice,
had
which is not
heart
true.
in the Japanese version, and she'd go and she'd throw up her sign, but the smoking dude was present in the U.S. version for some unknown reason. He was stoic and cool, but apparently on the scene he did on the title screen he did also flash the.
Yeah, that audio is just garbage.
So who knows in the City Connection cinematic universe if they're related to each other, the 2 versions.
But I actually
of the game
returned
are
this
connected, but I just
capture device to Amazon and got my money back, and then bought an Elgato
City
capture device.
Connection
and it's worked with
is
Champ ever
an
since.
unabashedly retro game in an old school game, even for its time in 1985. Really sort of feels more like an earlier 1980s game. And relatively simple, brutal difficulty.
I probably could have cut this
really
video down
awesome
by like
city
50%.
pop
This
vibe.
is
All
mostly
I love
redundant.
about this game is that it just screams 1980s just so
But
much. This mid-80s
first one that I made.
aesthetic.
1 year
The
anniversary of
animation
this
of the
video
car
is me
turning
working
around
on this channel.
and the window reflections on the car
By
are actually
like,
pretty
writing
good
a
for
script,
the
coming up with an
Famicom,
idea,
and
recording it,
ROM
recording gameplay
early
footage,
games.
editing it all together.
And it really possessed a unique, cute aesthetic that was entertaining to play, brutally difficult, made you
But
wanna
what I
put
want
in
to do
another
in this
quarter.
channel is
And it still has
convince
a
you to
huge
just
cult
play old
following
games, 'cause I
in
think they're
Japan,
awesome.
where it became one of Jaleco's most successful games, and there's actually a trading company that publishes
True, new
games.
company
The
called
guy
City
who bought the publishing rights to Jaleco's old games actually called his company City Connection because he loved this game so much. There's also a balloon that floats around that you can get for points, but I don't think I've done it. I also think it's adorable that the cats have a little flag. I guess they're crossing the streets and waving the flag, and that's the reason why the cats are in the road. I can't quite understand why there's
there's
4
also an
levels
arcade game that
or
is making me
4
want to play.
platforms of cars, roads, and you have to jump between them. But
I hope they add the arcade
the
game.
worst parts of
to
the game is when
Analog
there's
Fox.
2 cats and you have to try
I can also
and
play it
turn
on my
around.
RetroPie.
And the car does not stop on a dime. It can turn around, but there's time that it takes to stop and get up speed. And you have to get up a significant amount of speed and hold the button up and hold jump up to jump to the higher levels. So you hit the button once, you do a normal jump, you hold up to do a high jump, and it's the high jump at full speed is what you need
Yep,
to
this
actually
is probably
ascend to the
twice
higher
as long
levels.
as it should be.
So this is sort of a footnote. This is, especially in the West, it's not that well known. It's not Super Mario Brothers, but I greatly enjoyed City Connection, and that's
I still
why
do.
I made a video on it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to play Famicom on NES or NES on Famicom, you're going to need some import cartridge adapters. They're rad.
They are.
60 to 72 pin adapters have built-in lockout chips which lets you play Famicom games on an American NES.
Okay, this is my experimentation with trying to make shorts. YouTube is big on shorts right now, and I do not think shorts is right for my channel because I was trying to get people to watch 4,000 public watch hours, and the watch time on shorts doesn't go into that, so you need to decide if you want to be a shorts creator or a long video creator. And I like long videos, and YouTube calls a long video, long form comment is anything over 1 minute. So shorts, like this is a 1 minute shorts video, which is still a longer shorts video. So, but it was experimentation. Also, all of this footage that they want is vertical because you're supposed to watch it on your phone. And all of my retro gaming content is 4:3.
Yes, and clone consoles, but without expanded audio. Old School Games and My Arcade both make great ones that face front, works great, but have problems with big weird shaped cartridges.
Big weird shaped cartridges.
Hyperkin makes a really good one with a ribbon that works well with most weird shaped Famicom cartridges, but the Famicom carts face the back. 72-pin to 60-pin adapters let you play NES carts on a Famicom, but they can be hard to find at your local game shop, but you can order one on AliExpress.
Oh, yeah.
Links for all of these are in the description. This is 8-Bit Joystick. Like, comment, and subscribe.
So, yeah, I need to do videos on the various devices that I use to play retro video games, because apparently hardware videos are popular.
It had recently come to...
So I thought I'd do one. This is sort of like a retro game shopping, hunting video. Antique Alley, I live in Portland, and it's nearby in the Hollywood district. And this is also the first video that I put together on Final Cut. And boy, once you go Final Cut, you never go back to iMovie.
To my attention that Antique Alley in Portland, Oregon had retro video games. It was in my neighborhood, so I headed over there. Very funky, really awesome.
I just recorded this on my phone.
The selection wasn't very big, but the games that they had were great.
And then some video.
All right, they had Maniac Mansion for $20.
Yeah.
Werewolf for $15. The Clash at Demon Head,
which is a reference to Scott Pilgrim and also the game.
Master 20, including the manual and a book. 1943 for $20.
Non-consensual kitty snuggles.
Sunsoft's Batman for $25. I need that. Star Tropics 1
I since got a copy of Batman
each.
and Star Tropics.
Godzilla for $20. Goonies 2 for $15.
I will never get tired of the
Mario
music.
For $15. Castlevania 3, the American version, for $30. The staff was actually very friendly and really awesome. Overall, it was a very Portland experience. I got Star Tropics 1 and 2 because I've never played for them before. Gyromite, a 5-pin.
I was going to see if it's one that has the adapters.
Import adapter. And Maniac Mansion, haven't played that in a long time. And check out these flipping sweet
I'm a sucker
Mad
for
Magazine stickers. I think they're Mad Magazine stickers. I'm glad they left those on because those are completely rad. Alright, so I am now opening up my copy of Gyromite with my Pink Gorilla bootleg buddy. So
I need a lesson for grunting.
As an import Famicom adapter.
Fast forward.
Nintendo was in such a rush to get
I don't know, I think that's cool
NES games on
like
the market
stuff
that
up
they
and
actually
fast forward.
took some Famicom games and stuck them inside NES cartridges with adapters. Gyromite is one of them. Let's see if this is one of those cartridges.
No adapter.
So Maniac Mansion is a wacky, creative point
I still love
and click
Maniac
adventure
Mansion.
for Nintendo.
I need to do
that
a
I
video
used to
on
play
games
back
that
in the day.
America got and Japan
Apparently,
didn't.
you can actually
Japan did get a
microwave
version of this,
hamster
but it's a
and
completely
give
different
it to
game.
the aliens, and that
Well, a
actually
different
got them
version
in
of the
trouble
same
with
game.
Nintendo at the time.
Which is weird.
So I
by a
was
different
trying
company.
to make it through the game and get to the hamster so I could find out if I had a copy of the game.
Ends
that
up you
could do
can.
this.
Every single
Well,
NES
it
copy
ends
you
up
can
that
microwave
every
the hamster.
copy of the Nintendo game allows you to microwave the hamster, and the revision where they took it out was actually on the PC version of the game. But still, I still have a lot of nostalgia about this game, and I'll have to actually go through and play it through it again.
Still haven't, because making YouTube
Overall,
videos takes
I was
a lot of time.
pleasantly surprised with Antique Alley, and I will
You have been
definitely
fed.
have to go back. It's a lot of fun. Funky, weird Portland, Oregon fun, and that's how we like it. This is 8-bit joystick.
So, this is 8-bit joystick. Stay awesome, play retro. So, thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you for watching any of my videos. And just, you know, I make these videos for people to watch. I like to entertain and educate and try and convince people to play classic retro video games. And there's so many thousands of classic retro video games, including ones that you may not know about. And I'd love to do this for years to come. And Kitty wants you to subscribe. Have a good one. Here's to many more.